Hi everyone, my name is Magician Dave J. Castle, and today I'm going to teach you a magic trick called Card on a Rope. This is a very easy to do magic trick that you will love performing and requires very little props. First let me perform it, and then I'll explain how you can make your very own card on a rope magic trick. You can see that I have a regular deck of cards. They're all different. And what you want to do at the beginning of this magic trick is have your spectator select a card. So you just tell them to say stop whenever they want to. So they say stop there. You say, okay, go ahead, take this card. Okay? So they take that card and remember it. Now, I don't have an assistant with me today, so I'll set it down right here on the table. Okay? And then at this point, you tell them to put it in the deck anywhere they want to. So let's just say they put it in right there. Then you can hand them the deck and have them shuffle it. So I'll pretend I'm the spectator, and you just mix them up as long as you want. Okay? Now once they're all mixed up, you, the magician, take the deck and just drop it into the bag. And you introduce a rope, and you tell the audience that this isn't just a rope, this is a magic rope. In fact, this rope will find your card in less than 10 seconds. Watch. We're just going to go ahead and take the rope and drop it into the bag, just like so. And hopefully, with a little luck, we'll be able to find that card in less than 10 seconds. I think I've got it. I hope it's the right card. I have a card. Let's find out together. Ta-da! I got your card, didn't I? Pretty cool? Now I'm going to teach you how to do card on a rope. It's a very easy to do magic trick like I explained. And let me first explain all the props you need. You will need a regular deck of bicycle playing cards. And you guessed it, you are going to need an extra card for the one that ends up on the rope. In this case, I had to have 2 8 of clubs because that was the card I forced. Now, when you start this magic trick, you need a bag, okay, an empty bag, and let me show you the preparation you need to do. Take the card you want to force, and you're going to tie some rope around it, just like so. And you are going to need a magnet in your rope. Now, if you've purchased a rope trick that has magnets already built into it, like in my case, the Professor's Nightmare, I took the short piece, tied it around the card, and you leave the magnet exposed there at the top. Okay? If you don't have a prop laying around, you could always buy rope and just attach a magnet in there. This will need to go in your bag before the trick starts, so they cannot see in the bag before the trick or during it. Okay? Because they'll see this. So you need to hide this in the bag, and it's important that you have the magnet sticking up so it's easy to attach when you're ready to do that. So this will stay right here. And of course you'll have your deck of cards, and you're going to need to force the card, in our case the 8 of clubs. So what I do is you go through the deck and you find that card, in our case the 8 of clubs, there it is, and I just start with it on top of the deck. Just put it on top, and the force that I do is, I believe it's called a slip force. I've taught this before, so you might have to review that video, or use the force you like. It really doesn't matter. But you start with the force card on top of the deck. You first show the audience the cards are all different. Don't flash that card at the very top. Close them. You go like this, and you bring this up, all the cards except for that card, and you say, go ahead and take this card. So you need to make sure that the bottom of the deck's facing to your left, the top of the deck's facing to your right. and the force card's on top. So they say stop, you come like this, and quickly you bring up all these cards except for the force card and let that fall and then hand it to them. So let me show you this in fast motion. They say stop here, you go, okay, take this card, and of course it's the force card. So the important thing is that you force the card, you get them to take this card that's also in the bag over there. And at this point, you tell them to put it in anywhere they want and shuffle the deck as much as they want, because at this point it doesn't matter. Okay? So they shuffle it all they want. Now you take the deck from them, and it's important that you, the magician, put them in the bag, because it would spoil the secret if you let the spectator. So don't just throw them in, but quickly put them in, just like so. Now you bring out the rope. It's important that your rope obviously is the same color, same diameter, and that it has a magnet at the bottom. Now obviously don't flash this to your audience. Hold it thusly. Okay? And then you tell them, we're going to see if we can't find your card by using the rope. Now when you lower this in, quickly just make sure that the magnet attaches. Once that's done, lower it all in the bag, and the rest now is acting. You know, pretend to really tug it, just like that. Tell them, oh, I think I've got something, and then you bring it up, and they see that you got their card. I think this is a pretty cool magic trick, and it takes a little bit of acting and practice, obviously, but I would say it's definitely very, very easy to do, even for the beginner. So I hope you enjoyed the performance and the tutorial for card on a rope, and give it a shot and let me know how it goes for you. Have a great day.